Havana, ooh, nah, nah. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, nah, nah. He took me back.
Welcome back, babes. I've been wanting to do this Camila Cabello look for a while now. I love her new song, Havana. It's so good. So I thought it would be the perfect time to do her look for the last look of music video month. Let's get right into this. So I prime my lids with the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, and the palette that I'll be using is the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and I started with the really pale nude eyeshadows. You could pick the right one depending on your skin tone. I've done so many looks with this palette. I'm going in with that dark brown now to kind of carve out the outer corner of my crease. I think this is maybe the fourth or fifth look that I've done with this palette. So if you're looking for a really great universal palette that you could use a lot, this is one I definitely recommend. I'll link some of the other looks that I've done with this palette in the description box below if you guys want to check them out. I just love that it has a mix of mattes and shimmers and neutrals, and yeah, it just works for so many different things. So basically all I'm doing for this part of the eye look is building that brown shade. I'm only using that one color, and I'm just going back and building it and building it and building it really slowly to get the depth that I want. And the key for this is to kind of just take your time. You don't want to add on too much too quickly because that can sometimes make it get messy. So just take your time with it and just build slowly. Next, I'm taking two of the shimmery shades and I'm spraying a bit of Fix Plus on my brush and then tapping that on to the inner corner of my lid. And then going back with that very first nude eyeshadow that we used and apply that underneath my brow bone and the inner corners just to clean up the eyeshadow a little bit. For the liner, I'm starting with the black eyeshadow from the palette and an angled brush, and I'm going to use this to kind of trace a really soft line across my top lash line. And then I'm taking the smaller brush and using that same black eyeshadow to deepen that outer V, going over a bit of that brown. So it's going to be a little bit of the brown and a little bit of the black. We really want to be able to see both. But again, just remember guys, a little bit at a time. Don't add too much at one time or it can get, a little bit out of control. So for the liner, I'm using my absolute current favorite liquid pen liner. This is from Avon. I'm just drawing a thin line, extending the wing a little bit, but keeping that line pretty thin. And then adding lashes that I've been using non-stop. These are the Ardell 811 Faux Mink lashes. I just love the shape and the thickness, and they just look so good for so many different looks. I applied the liner before the lashes and then I went to perfect it after the lashes were on. Sometimes I feel it's a lot easier to do that to get a really clean line. For primer, I'm using a current fave. This is from Bare Minerals. It is the Combo Control. And then I used the La Mer Liquid Foundation. This is a beautiful foundation. A little bit on the pricier side, but if you're looking for a really great liquid foundation to invest in, I think this is a great one. And I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about something really quickly. I try really hard to make sure that the content that I put out for you guys is great and stuff that I know that you guys will love. And for sponsored content, when I get the opportunity to work with a brand that I really love, of course I'm gonna say yes, but I try my best to make sure that I don't have too much sponsored content in 1 month. So for every 5 videos or 6 or 7 videos, maybe I'll have a sponsored video. Unfortunately, that doesn't always work out like this month. So for the month of September, things happen and I had a few sponsored videos back to back, but I want you guys to know that that's not something that I ever like to do. No matter what, I put so much effort into these videos, whether they're sponsored or not. And I've been really lucky because I'm in a position now that I can pick and choose which brands that I want to partner with. So they're always great brands that I love. But in saying all that, I just want you guys to know that I'm super conscious of it. It is something that I am definitely aware of, and I try my best to make sure that the content that I give you guys is always at the best level possible. So just wanted to say that. Let's get back to the video. So I did concealer, as we saw. And then what I did is I took a little bit of the brown eyeshadow and smoked out the lower lash line, and also a little bit of the black eyeshadow as well. So moving on to blush, another drugstore favorite, this one is from Wet n Wild, is Apricot in the middle. I use this blush a lot because it's like this really warm peachy tone, but kind of looks like a bronzer. And then for highlighter, I used the Tarte Exposed highlighter, and I really wanted the skin to be nice and highlighted for this. Camila has really dark brown eyes, so even if I copy her makeup exact, it's still gonna look really different because our eye colors are so different. Her dark eyes are just gonna make any eye look more intense. I added a bit of highlighter on the Cupid's bow, and then for lips, I fell in love with this lipstick. This is from Lancome. It is their Absolute Rouge number 237. It was so refreshing to wear. Like, I don't even know what texture of this lipstick is. I haven't worn a normal lipstick in so long, but it was like a sheer nudie satin, I don't know. It felt so nice on, and that is the look. Please add me on Instagram, guys. Don't forget, at Eman, and subscribe if you're new. This is the last video for music video month. I have one more video coming up for you this week. It is a very cool fall inspired makeup look. You guys are gonna love the makeup. So stay tuned, and I will see you in that video very soon.